You mentioned Star Wars, and even before Star Wars, there was Star Trek, and we even have the remake of Dune. So why do you think sci-fi is not only popular, but it's remained popular pretty much since our lifetime?
I got into Star Wars first. I didn't get into Star Trek, although that was before Star Wars, until after I was in college. And my intellectual mind really took off. I started watching the reruns of Captain Kirk and Spock and exploring different scenarios. And I think for Star Wars, it's different than Star Trek, and even Star Trek and Star Wars are different from Dune. So let me just say, for Star Wars, I think there's a connection to the what ifs in our society. I always tell people the biggest science in science fiction is social science. And Star Trek, above all of the others, really explores social science scenarios. And I think that's what makes that popular. Now, Doom, man, I saw that, when I was in the 90s. I saw, cable television, Channel 11. Now we have Sci-Fi Channel. So I saw the original a number of times. Never really got into it. I thought it was cool that we're riding on worms. And as I became a science fiction writer in my 30s, I started looking at Dune, Asimov, and some of the other science fiction Western science fiction writers and American pioneers of science fiction a little different. And I'm down with the question, the analogy that Dune portrays. To me, it's just an analogy of one scenario, whereas Star Trek portrays and addresses a variety of different scenarios. Same thing with like Star Wars. Star Wars is really just a spaghetti western in space, and it's just having fun. And it portrays a few different things, but Star Wars is really out of having fun. Star Trek is a little bit more social science. And Dune is just really one scenario, and it's the exploration and looking for spice. And when you research European explorers, yeah, they have a lot in common with Dune, because that's what they were looking for. They were looking for spice. They were looking for cures to their illness. Henry Hudson and them were trying to find the passage around to China to outcut the Arabs who they had to trade with to get their spices and minerals and medicines. So Dune plays a lot on that, but it's really just one scenario. But I'm enjoying the remake. Yeah, I hope they can get to the second one and close it out with a nice trilogy.